Dani,
Hello.
look what I have.
Oh, welcome, everyone. Sorry we're 1 minute late. Woo! It's just the way it goes, though, lately, right? I got hearts, too. Erin, do you have any
I
hearts?
didn't know about a heart.
I didn't
I have
either.
one in my chest.
Right? And that's why
Erin,
you're here today with us.
I haven't
Welcome,
been here in-
everyone, to Forward Friday. I'm Melissa Lavigne, and my co-host here, we have Dani Green from Soul Power Higher Path Healing, and wonderful Morrison with Lead Hership Academy, and our amazing guest, Erin Pryor. I'm so excited to have you from Caliber Home Loans. And if you do not know about this group, the PNW Women of Change, I get goosebumps because what she's doing with this group is amazing. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Erin.
Well, I'm Erin. I'll be 39 tomorrow. Yeah. And then next week I'm actually celebrating my 21-year wedding anniversary. So that's kind of exciting, right?
Awesome.
And, yeah. I have 2 kids, 17 and 13. They're kind of awesome human beings. And I've been in mortgage since I was 19 years old. So it's been a minute. And moved up here to the Pacific Northwest back in 2013. And you couldn't pay me to move from this state. I absolutely love this state. I love the greenery, and I love the friendships like you ladies. I mean, you ladies are so amazing and so vibrant and gregarious in your personalities. And I've truly been blessed to have you in my circle and welcoming me to this state. And I love it. Like you said, I work for Caliber Home Loans. I'm a loan officer. Big hugs. I'm a loan officer at Caliber Home Loans, and then also as well a founder of PNW Women of Change. So
Awesome. Well, we're going to hear a lot more from you, which reminds me to let everyone know here to go to StreamYard.com and just grant permission so you can comment, and we can see you commenting and maybe try to bring some questions or something into the show if we can. But, so we do Top of Mind every Friday. So what do you have on Top of Mind today, Miss Dani Green?
All right. The most amazing, magical 2 words that I've ever expressed in my life. I cannot wait to share this broadly, but I'm sharing it with you. I have a social situation that continues to present difficulty in my life. And I've tried to figure out what can I say to myself to get through this social situation and really feel authentic. And I have tried mantra after mantra after mantra after mantra after mantra. Also, one of my goals in this social situation is just to smile, just to have a really open, positive, attitude. And I wasn't able to do that because the social situation, I didn't feel authentic. And so I'm just trying and trying and trying and praying. And then I finally came up with the 2 magic words. All I say to myself is, I am.
Ooh, that's good.
And so I just say I am, and I can be so happy with that what's going on around me does not affect my psyche, my, body, mind, spirit, psyche. Every part of me is just really authentically true within those 2 words, I am. And so I just wanted to share it with you because I am so blown away by the transformation in my own life. Even though I teach on I am in one of my sessions, I haven't ever thought of using it in this situation. It's miraculous. So whenever you're doing just something that's kind of not really you, but is part of, your life, then just say I am and stay happy with who you are. That's all.
Ooh. Love it, love it, love it.
Yes, and Erin, we haven't met in person. That's why you don't have all the hearts that everyone has, because I've had these hearts to all these people. So I'll have a little hearts for you when we meet in person someday.
Well, someday, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully. What's
Dani
going
is
on
the
top
heart
of your
giver.
mind? Wonderful.
So for me, I've enjoyed watching your group, the Pacific Northwest. I have to look at it clearly. The Pacific Northwest Women of Change, because with all of the isolation that we've been through, and the uncertainty of where we're headed, it's I can hardly ever make. I've not made it to one thing you've offered, but it's always nice to see. Like, hey, we're doing a bonfire at my house. Hey, we're doing a craft thing, and your inclusivity is what is the top of mind in terms of why we do this every day. Now, ladies and gentlemen who are watching out there, every Friday, no joke, my laptop decides to fall apart. No joke. 10 minutes before this thing starts. And I think, man, next week I'm going to tell these ladies, I'm at, but it's not really about us, right? It's about the inclusivity of humanity. And that's what you clearly state on there, is that bringing human back to humanity, and to, piggyback on Dani's I am, that's who we are. I am humanity. I am inclusivity. I am woman. I am nurture. And I think that's when I think of what you do and post in the social media world, I think I'm going to make it to one of these things. Even if it doesn't happen, it's just really great to see that happening out there. And then you post the pictures of who do make it, and it always brings it makes me feel good, even though I'm at home by myself.
Yeah.
So true.
Well, yeah.
I always say that whoever's meant to be there is there, right? And I don't ever want someone to feel guilty for not being able to make it, right? We all have lives. We all have, everything going on. And I never want someone to feel guilty for not being able to make it, because the whole point is to come and to fill your cup, and we're all so empty at this point in time that, I would never want anyone to feel guilty for not being able to make it. So I'm glad that you enjoyed the photos and stuff vicariously.
Yeah. Well, it's like, Erin, you have a way of almost like making people feel like they were there. Because, it's just like, that's just on top of my mind today, is just the heart. It's so funny that we all came in with our hearts, because that's just, it's really what life is all about, is just giving and serving your heart and what is inside you, and finding out what that is that you can contribute to the world. And Erin, you are contributing so much to the world, and with the PNW group, and also, which leads us into your mortgage too, and helping people, that's got to be so rewarding, giving people the opportunity to have a home,
Absolutely.
So tell us. It's our topic today. You're going to give us a little info about what's going on in the mortgage world, and hopefully we can learn a little bit from you. So tell us what's going on in the world right now.
Well, I mean, it's a seller's market, as everybody knows, and I think that it's really hard on buyers, especially first-time home buyers, right? Because they put in an offer, it gets rejected. They put in another offer, it gets rejected. And then 10 offers down the line, it still gets rejected. And buyer's fatigue is a real thing. And so my clients, I consider it a partnership. I'm here to partner with you on your journey, and I love it. I love teaching my clients, because prior to becoming a mortgage originator, I was a loan processor for 15 years. And so I did all of the back end stuff, and I absolutely love teaching my clients during the process, through the process. I tell them, don't ever sit on anything that makes you anxious. Text me at 2:00 in the morning. I don't care. I promise I'm not going to wake up. But it gets it off their chest, so at least they can sleep at night, right? I specifically don't go after a bunch of clients because I want to keep it a boutique kind of feel. I want to give that hands-on experience to fewer clients. That's the reason why I left my cushy salaried job. I had 40 to 60 clients a month, and now I have 10 to 15 clients a month. And I can give them exceptional customer service through one of the most stressful processes of their life, right? And I love removing the stress from a transaction, because I want somebody to enjoy the process, be knowledgeable about the process. I tell people it's my fiduciary responsibility to arm them with knowledge that will serve them for the rest of their lives, because they might not use me again. Of course, I want my clients to come back to me, but what if they move, or what if I move, or you know what I mean? It is my fiduciary responsibility to arm them with knowledge that next transaction that they go into, they know what to ask. They know how to expect to be served. And they're not going in blindly. I mean, because you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? That's the biggest purchase your average person is going to make. So it's super imperative that they understand who, what, where, when, and why, so that they don't feel in the dark and they don't feel like stressed about it. Does that make sense?
Oh, that makes total sense. Wonderful and I were just talking about that the other day. So that is the perfect place for you to be, because you have the patience to do that. We were just chatting about that the other day, because I'm going through a path right now where I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And she's like, you're patient, so maybe I should get into mortgage. No, I don't know, but yeah, it's perfect for you, and you have that patience and that humanitarianism in you, and that's why you do so well with that. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really a passion of mine. It's so funny, because the home that I own now is the first home I've ever owned. And I had done over 3,000 loans for other people prior to buying my own home. And I lived in a condo prior to that, an apartment living prior to that. And so I know how truly special it is to have your own place, right? And so I want people to enjoy that experience to their next stage of their life and not be stressed about it. So.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Great. And the PNW Women of Change, we've just been talking about that and the great events that you do. So let us know. I think Melissa went live with this, so I just want to also mention that there's someone in your group who just had a house fire without renter's insurance, and they're really in need.
Yeah. So we've been circling up, pulling all of our community resources together. She messaged me the other morning and let me know what was going on. So PNW Women of Change was born out of a failed women's group, right? Because we have that stereotype that women can't get along. And so I decided that if I'm not a part of, right, wonderful. And I decided if I'm not a part of the solution, I'm part of the problem. And I'm very blessed in the sense that I have a family that supports my mission in putting the human back in humanity, because I feel like we've taken what it means to be human out of the word humanity. And we don't have patience, grace, compassion, understanding for one another. We all mess up in life, and we all have things that we've gone through. And just because we've messed up doesn't mean that we're undeserving of blessings, right? And so I really focus on trying to pour into the community and help those that are in need. And let me tell you, I have been blown away by the amount of women that have come and surrounded one of the members of our group to help her get back on her feet. They're a low income family, they were renters. They had no renter's insurance, unfortunately. And all of the furniture in the home actually belonged to the homeowner, because they were just renting a home fully furnished. They don't have money to move to another house, because first month's rent, last month's rent, security deposit. They have no clothes because everything's been damaged by the fire. They have 2 kids, and they're just good human beings that just kind of haven't been helped in life. Does that make sense? And so I I just put a call out there, and the women, I can't even begin to tell you, I raised $1,800 in 6 hours. And so, right? I mean, 6 hours, $1,800, anywhere from $25 to $500 for donations. And I'm truly humbled and blessed to be able to be a part of a network of women that want to further my mission of putting that human back in humanity and helping those that are kicked down and low at a moment to reach that height to where they can realize, yes, they are worthy. Yes, they are seen. Yes, people do want to help. One of the women in my group is going around and collecting all the donations. I didn't even ask her. She took it upon herself, and she posted last night that she has 8 stops today to make. And she is just coming alongside this family and helping them. I mean, I'm just getting you in chills, it is truly humbling to have taken what I started this group, right? I'm a transplant. I knew nobody up here. And to have had all these women believe in my mission so much and be a conduit to that mission, I'm honored.
It's amazing. Good job. 1,806 hours. That's
Right?
such a beautiful story.
Thank you.
Well, keep us posted on what else they need. I know I have a few things pulled together, and maybe in the comments after the show, you can put your contact information or a drop-off location, or anybody can contact me too, and I can get the information to Erin as well on how we can help this family. But it's so great.
Yeah. It's, things happen, right? And, it's coming. I'm very, very, very passionate about mental health. I went through a horrible depression 8 years ago. I mean, horrible depression. And all I ever wanted was somebody to believe in me and to believe in me so that I could get to the next step, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, I've realized that I had to believe in me first before others could believe in me, right? But when you're in those moments, when you're constantly being kicked down and kicked down and kicked down, to have a hand come out and pull you up, it just gives you that fuel to keep on going, And I think that that's what we're doing for this family.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Forging forward.
Yeah,
absolutely. I always say together we're so much stronger. Oh, go ahead.
I think it's this beautiful sort of synergy, such a 90s words, y'all, synergy of what you do, right? What you do in your professional life is money. Let's just put that out there. Money and money to many, many people have, we all have different relationships with it. And then you add on this piece of, support in a financial way. So it's a really great balance of, Melissa talks often about life balance. And that's where I think that makes your professional life kind of a space of, because it can get a little bit rigid, right? Rigid and structured. It's so much so. And then you have this piece over here that's very human, that kind of always connects the two. And I think as entrepreneurs, that's a balance we're constantly playing with, right?
Oh, it's so hard.
Incredible passion we have. We have this great pursuit for success. And yet there's this thing called money, which whatever our relationship with that affects us, no matter how you do that. And I think that when we have examples of people who work in an industry that's all finance and then also can show their human side, in retrospect, I mean, in the big picture, it's refreshing, right? So with that being said, was that your intent initially with the women, or did it really, like you said, it was birthed out of what you were experiencing a few years ago with mental health, and then you do I mean, you're professionally been in this other space for years, right?
Right.
Where was that? Because you could have done other things. You could have been like, let's sew, let's crochet, let's garden. There could have been
she
many other
garden.
things. But why focus on, do you see what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you probably didn't intend it to be a balancing situation, but it did. And it is. So as an entrepreneur and a humanity advocate,
right.
how did that work out?
So a lot of people don't know this about me. I don't know if any of you actually know this about me, but my husband was actually a pastor for many years. And so I was heavily involved in churches and in women's groups and churches and stuff. And I'll just say that they're not that great. And I had many horrible experiences. And then I come up here and I pour myself into another group, and I had the same kind of experiences with women. And I had it up to here. I was like, I am so done. This is not okay. And with the state of the world, I was like, we have got to pour into each other. I tell people all the time, I want to make money so I can give it away. I mean, I've actually never advertised this, but I've literally spent probably $15,000 investing in women in the community, because to me, it's worth it, you know, and building people's mental health and awareness and making people feel seen is huge to me. I have 2 rules in my group: no catty drama BS and no divisive topics, right? And it's cultivated this amazing atmosphere where women just come, they share, we laugh together, we cry together, and we lift each other up so that we can go back into the world, right? And nothing comes out of this for me other than my sole purpose of feeling like I'm done with all of the stereotypes, and I'm done with people saying that we can't do it together, right? I constantly say together we're so much stronger than we realize. And I think that coming from a place of where society has bred us to we need to focus on we. And we need to be able to do our part that we can, however we feel compelled to, if it's just doing this every Friday, or if it's showing up to a bonfire and supporting women, or, you know, what we can do to help put love back into this world and understanding. I felt like I was going crazy for years with my mental health issues. And so I don't want other people to feel that way. I want people to realize you're normal. You're not going crazy. This is just life. This is, you know, and how can I help you deal with it? And so I'm, like I said, super blessed because my husband comes from a pastoral background, that he helps me, right? He helps me put up those tarps to keep the rain from coming in. He helps me clean up the property so that it's inviting for the women. He doesn't even bat an eye about the money that I spend because he truly believes in my mission of helping people. And I'll tell you what, I did not foresee this. My husband and I were talking about it last night. Yeah, this group was born out of a failed women's group. I had no idea that it would go to this level. And I stand in awe, and my faith in humanity has been restored through this group. And I'm truly honored and blessed to be on this journey with everyone and to experience the sisterhood that I never thought possible. I've never had girlfriends. I literally said, I don't like women. Don't let me hang out with women. I used to be a recluse, hide in my house, don't get outside. And it's funny because I truly have found sisters that have my back and love me regardless. And that's why I display my humanity for people and the struggles that I'm going through is, hey, you're normal. I'm normal. It's okay, right? And I think that by exposing myself like this, it has given permission to others, for others to unload and expose themselves as well. I truly stand in awe at what this has become.
Great. And don't you also have a video blog or a show that you do?
I do. So I'm truly another blessing, right? So Jay Coe at I Am Third Media. I went to an interview for my business related at his studio one day. And Kelsey was interviewing me, and she talked to me about my PNW Women of Change. And Jay was so impressed by my mission of what I was doing, and decided to give us a weekly spot on Fridays at 2 p.m. And it's great. He is gifting not only his time, his employees' time, but all of his resources to help further our mission of putting the human back in humanity in this world.
Yay.
Yay. Wow. That's so great. So be sure to put information in the chat after our live today so people can connect with you on that.
Yeah,
yes,
well, they could stop by. There's a page, PNW Women of Change, and give that page a like. And because I have both the page and I have the group. The group is a safe space, right, where women can unload and all that stuff. It's, again, a private group so that we keep it a safe space. The public page is for all people to be included. Okay. And the public page is where it live streams on Fridays at 2 p.m.
Great.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Erin. We have a few minutes left. So does anyone else have anything to chat about? Are there any other, besides the fire victims, are there any other things that you're working on right now as far as building that community up?
No, right now we just have some events going on. I mean, you have to be a member of the group in order to see the events, but we're doing a bonfire tomorrow night for my birthday. I figure celebrate my birthday with women. I'm super excited. Then we're doing a making a wreath event on the 2nd of October. So women come together and we're just going to make awesome decorated wreaths. And what else do I have going on? And then there's going to be a Marilyn Monroe birthday party at one of our members' homes on October 9th. So just come and join the page and get involved, and come and join the group, and get involved and be up to date on all the events. We had a very successful vendor stop and shop at my home back in August. I don't charge the vendors anything because I want them to pocket all the money. And it was amazing. It was so much fun to support local women artisans and business owners. And so we're going to have another one in December for Christmas shopping. And it's outside, and the area that it's in, it's a 1,600 square foot under tree canopy, will also be covered with tarps. And I have those big, huge heaters, so it'll be nice and toasty and warm. And we'll also do another Secret Sisters like we did last year for Christmas. And so just come and join the group and get involved, because trust me, even if you sit on the sidelines for a while, trust me, it's something magical.
It is. It is. I've been to a couple of yours, and they're just so relaxed and casual. Just come and hang out and enjoy. And I'm so grateful for you for opening up your heart and your home for all of the people in the community. I wish I lived closer. I moved a little farther away from you, so it's hard to get over.
Well, one day, maybe all of us will be there at once.
Yeah. Where are you located?
I'm in South Everett on the Mill Creek border, off of 132nd and 35th.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, you non-Washingtonians, you just get to enjoy hearing about it. But if you ever make your way to this amazing state of ours, check her out, because that's where it's at, South Everett.
Well, and let me piggyback on that for a second, that I want people that are in other states involved in the group, because I want to inspire them to start their own group in their state. You know, if we can make this a pay it forward kind of a thing and branch out and get inspired to be a part of the change and not a part of the problem, like I said, and start your own group in your state, in your city, and be that change that this world so desperately needs.
Yeah, well, I checked our Facebook and it looks like Cindy Lee is watching. Hello, and Melissa and Jennifer, last I checked. So hi, ladies. Thank you for joining us. Cindy Lee actually also has a podcast called Pay It Forward. It's like Pay It Forward Friday or something. So
Oh, I love that.
She may be somebody that you should connect with because she's out in
Absolutely.
the Los Angeles area. So Cindy, let us know. And she's also going to be a guest on our show here. I think it's next week.
Oh, well, then I will definitely be watching.
Yay. Well, that is our show. Thank you so much, Erin. Please, everyone, check out that Facebook page, PNW Ladies of Change. And we will see you all next week. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you, ladies, for having me.
Forge forward. And
right.
Keep dreaming, people. We love you.
We'll see you next week. We love you so much. Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.